This is Observious bringing you guys another League of Legends commentary. And today I think we're on game 6 now, I'm going to be bringing you guys a game where I play Cassiopeia. Now, you don't really see that many Cassiopeias in Dominion, and there's a reason for that. She's a rather skill-dependent champion, which I'm fairly decent with Cassiopeia and Summoner's Rift, but the whole point of Cassiopeia is she deals a lot of sustained AP damage as long as she can stay at range. Otherwise she's really squishy. And so, since I don't have a lot of Cassiopeia games on Dominion under my belt, this being the first one, you're gonna find me probably dying a lot, and I'm just throwing it out there. I kind of wanted to go bottom, but I knew that I had a lot of AoE via my Q, my W, and my Twin Fangs if I can get close enough. And so I end up going top. Ramus is going to go ahead and rush top. I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to cap the closest since I want to arrive a little bit late for the party. I'm not too certain if that was the wisest move. It just seems everyone else would do decent there. Maybe Jax would have been better capping the middle since he's a one-on-one champion versus Pantheon has that Heartseeker strike. And Ramus, of course, needs that speed. But we will see in the end. Just speculating for the most part. Now we do have our AD fairly covered, hoping that Evelyn is AP, and that Jax builds hybrid or AP, because Ramus and Pantheon is enough AD. Pretty sure Ramus' abilities are AD. In any case, the battle has begun. That is a Ninja Turtle Ramus, which explains his skin. Meanwhile, they have AD, AP, AP, AP. In other words, a fairly balanced mix. Good for anybody. I'm capturing this point over here. We have Janna capturing the point over there. And another champion you don't see a lot, Janna. She's fairly nice to have on a team since she gives your entire team bonus move speed as a passive as long as she's alive, even if she's not nearby. And the knockup can help to interrupt people. I'm not too certain how much damage she does. We'll have to see if Battle Mage Janna is worth it. Meanwhile, apparently they have one AFK, even if it's not true because they have 4 here and 1 here. I guess they had one of the way that they took the party. Happens we had that in the last game I played, I believe, on our team. Meanwhile, I've been ignited, and I am burning. I want to live, but it looks like in a desire to matter, I'm trying to get the kill over here, and Brain's going to go ahead and throw down that easy non-shot skill of his to kill me. And we're going to go ahead and try to get the kill onto Brand with Eve and Jax. We'll be able to get that off. Gangplank will back off, and we are holding a 3 cap up here. Now meanwhile, I am level 5, and let's see what I'm maxing. I am going to max Noxus Blast first, although I'm pretty sure I mess up my leveling later, and I start mixing in Miasma and Twin Fang leveling or something like that after I finish leveling Noxus Blast. Or like I get it to 4 and then it becomes 2 and 2 or something. Meanwhile, Hybriddinger's in the middle of his lane. He's around a lot of minions, but I don't know if that'll save him. Versus Pantheon. I guess Pantheon's just scared for some reason. I think he could have killed him there. Guess we'll never know. Pantheon coming in really late to the fight versus Nocturne. He is not going to win this fight, even if Nocturne didn't have his own buff. And he is going to go ahead and melt. Not the best play by our Pantheon. But what can you do? You know, I throw down an ultimate to just try to get Brand off of me, which is successful. But Brand, of course, lives to fight another day. I throw down a W, he flees. I throw down a Q, he flees. I need to just start capturing. And the main reason why Brand, I'm guessing, and Nubia do pretty good on this map is if you're capturing a point, like if you're defending and they're coming to capture a point, as the defending champion, it's a lot easier to land your skill shots because they're not moving. You'll see later a game where an enemy Nidalee pretty much lands all of her spears for lots and lots of damage because of this. Pretty good champion because of her high mobility with pounds. There's an ultimate going on this lane over here. It was Garrison, I believe, in favor. But nonetheless, was able to pick the kill anyways, and they will cap that. However, they did get a double kill on us. over here, so our windmill is exposed, but they don't seem to realize that there's 2 here and 1 here, and the other 2 are dead, so instead of just going over there and capturing it really quick, they've instead decided to recall and get full health and get their boneyard back. So, got the boneyard, their quarry. Rammus got melted by a 5-man attack on him, so that's sad for him. And while the quest is going to be the windmill and the refinery, this is actually good for us. Evelyn, I guess, wants to farm. She should just go up if she wants to farm. She needs to stop dancing around and farm with that. But, oh no, it is the good old War Master Jax playing Brand. She's really scared of him, and there's reason for that, and that is because Nocturne is there. Her stealth is wearing out soon, I think, unless she has more than 2 points in it. And she's going to go ahead and stun him. Grand Starfall nearly killing him. Jax came out of nowhere. I guess he Starfalled in there somehow. Even though he'd probably, if you're watching them, got the buff, ran up here and leap strike. But he was able to pick up the kill onto Brand. This quest point is safe for now, and I'm going to be holding the point versus Heimerdinger. Hopefully Heimerdinger doesn't just kill me all day. Oh bad. Landing his grenade, hit him with rockets. Nope. And hey, I'm going to go pick the kill here. I can kill Heimerdinger. There it is. Boom. Alright, so good for me. Pick up a kill there. And here is good old Pantheon with his fancy cape and shield and spear. We should probably do a Pantheon game, which would probably be, if I do it next game, game 33 of the series. But in the meantime, they do have 4 champions running on. I don't think this heavy push of where they all walk around as one big group is working out too well. Although, if you haven't noticed, on their team, they don't really have a Priscilla's Blessing-esque type person, versus we have Rammus and Evelyn if she wants to build that. But I mean, she's basically a run around and cap things type person. Meanwhile, I get picked off by Janna. I believe I was trying to do some fancy stuff to get away, but it didn't work out. I did. No, I didn't. But they're going to have 3 champions capture our beloved Boneyard. Evelyn, it's neutralized. You're not going to get the kill on Heimer. I'm going to comment on this, I think, right now, because I was watching this. Or not. We'll see in a bit. Meanwhile, it looks like Pantheon wants to kill Gangplank, but he is too slow. So, for Pantheon, I'm going to go ahead and instead eat a Pillar of Flame and maybe another spell. Gangplank's going to throw in his ultimate to slow them. And there goes poor Rammus. Pantheon's running away. Gangplank has the move speed buff. Brand's channeling. Pantheon needs to leap on top of him and do his Heartseeker. He's not. And he isn't going to get stunned though. He's just going to hit him with some damage. And there goes the Darkness. Let's see if it lands onto me. No, it does not. And ouch. I am going to die again from the Heimerdinger and Janna combo. And oh, yeah, you saw that. I basically screamed and stared at Heimerdinger and killed him. Unfortunately, my Q and my W were a little bit off, so I wasn't really able to do too much damage to Janna. And so she will be fine to defend against Rammus. While the Rammus could throw up his shield and get a good taunt off, he'll be fine. Hopefully, he's not maxing Powerball first. Even if this is the main, I don't think he'd max Powerball first on Rammus. I mean, your speed doesn't change. I think you just get better cooldowns. I don't know if that's worth it. Unless you are a Blessing Rammus. I guess he is, but still. Meanwhile, I've picked up a kill on Janna, so that's good. However, for an AP champion, I ought to be doing a lot better than I currently am. And what I currently am is second to last place. And, oh, no. Yep, it is going to be a very dead Eve. The spells were just landing everywhere. And Heimerdinger's even going to take the time to kill minions. I'm going to pop up over here and make them cancel. My main priority here is to just keep them off. So I will do that. Oh, there's someone else dancing over here. And there will in fact be 4 champions over here. And here you can see good old Cassiopeia at her finest, running around. There are champions ultimates. Capture. I do go ahead and get the assist there since I did land in Q. I'm thinking out of the ultimate, which is of course going to cause Jax to die. I want to kill it. I want to just run in there and throw down the ultimate. Throw down the ultimate. Do it. Nope, I didn't get it off. But the poison will in fact kill Janna, even though I wasn't able to pick up the kill onto Brand. This wasn't quite off cooldown. Or if it was, I just didn't get it off. Meanwhile, I do apologize for clearing my throat so often this match. But it looks like Pantheon's trying to capture this point, but he's just going to take tower shots and a parlay and a pillar of fire and basically die. So, in the meantime, it's going to be 2 champions defending the bottom lane versus a 3 champion push, meaning we ought to have the advantage up here, and we do. 2-2-1. John's coming up to assist, and there is a dead champion on our side that will be spawning here shortly. And make it in our favor somewhere. Hopefully he goes top, because I think we got this. They really can't push. There's the ultimate. It did actually stun them. Heimerdinger could possibly land rockets and kill me. But I was able to kill on Heimerdinger. But Gangplank lived to fight another day. And so we will get this point neutralized or lost. Looks like he's afraid, so he's going to actually almost take a tower shot.
An enemy has been slain.
Everyone's dead though, except for these two, so unless he's going to Grand Scarfall, which he can't because Gangplank put his ultimate down. But because, alright, so get this, Gangplank threw down his ultimate to pick up the kill on Evelynn and interrupt their channeling, but because he did that, the turret, which he didn't neutralize, shot him once, and so he died. That is funny, in my opinion. If he had waited half a second, he could have thrown down his ultimate and gotten the kill. Oh well. And lived. Meanwhile, I picked the kill on Heimerdinger, so apparently I'm not doing too bad. I think I was just good for Jax though, since he is hurt and I am not. You know, I'm just being annoying, making John's shield wear down a little bit. Trying to be a little bit aggressive here. I do have 4 points in Twin Fangs and 4 points in Miasma, so that's what I was talking about. And I'm really trying to get in there and do some sustained damage. You can see that there. I'm doing pretty good, but then I decide to chase, and oh no, I need to get into a bush. Nope, not gonna happen. Charge the other way, but I really do need to back up, as this combination killed me near the beginning of the game. So, there goes Heimerdinger's rockets, killing me with his 307 AP. Well, Nocturne's pretty low. Brand did throw down an ultimate, wasn't able to get too many bounces off, and Evelyn's going to go ahead and laser dive to kill Nocturne. Because Nocturne is dead, he can't run away to heal up and come back, and so Rammus and Jax will take the point just fine. Meanwhile, ooh, if that grenade did hit, that would be a very dead Pantheon. Pantheon needs to be very careful, because he will die the next rockets, which will happen now. And now it's going to be me and Evelynn coming in to try to save the point, but we are too late. Evelyn's detected. All is lost, except for the fact that I threw down an ultimate to burst damage, and we will be just fine. That ultimate does do a lot of damage. It does do 449 magic damage, which is a fairly nice nuke to have. And Rammus is very dead. Be a tornado. That's embarrassing. And Jax is feared, and the only thing that's keeping him alive is the tower, oddly, for once. I've come in here to save the day and keep them off, but because of Nocturne swinging around the flank, I don't really have a safe spot, but Pantheon's come in to reinforce me, so Nocturne wouldn't dare. And so, for some reason, I'm chasing. I'm going to go ahead and pick up the kill onto Heimerdinger. So, nothing to worry about him, because Heimerdinger's a burst champion who's relies on cooldowns. And, oh no, it's a Gangplank. Is it a crit plank? It's almost a crit plank. He almost has his Infinity Edge. When he has Infinity Edge, then I'll be afraid of him. Until then, yeah, that critical did not kill me. So I'm going to go ahead and take another critical and 2 more auto attacks since I foolishly overextended, and now they're going to take the point. Meanwhile, though, Rammus has the point neutralized. He's trying to recap it for our team. The quest point is, of course, going to be the refinery and the windmill. This is our windmill for the quest point. Him capping does not give us the quest reward.
Your team has
And Nocturne is going to go ahead and take the storm buff for his team again. While that's going on, Jax is going to go ahead and farm up some gold and start capping the point. He's going to get interrupted. You can see this not moving, and that's because he got jumped by Nocturne, and there he goes. Meanwhile, I'm swinging around too late. And something I'm thinking of doing now, if I ever take Cassiopeia again, is to trick people into coming into bushes, ultimate them in the face, and then possibly throw on a W, and then ultimate them in the face, and then eat them to death. But that's more of a gimmick. Meanwhile, they've taken this point. Now they're going to take this point, and that will give them a 4 cap. Remember, we are currently winning 234 and counting down 277, so we have a little bit of leeway. But, come on, Nocturne Recall, give us this point for free. No? Okay, we're gonna kill it. There's the Gangplank ultimate. There's Nocturne running the wrong way. And he is dead. But Brand and Gangplank have arrived. This point remains neutralized, so now they only have 3 to 1 on us, which is a little bit better, but not much better. And everyone is down here, so we cannot send anyone to ninja around. In fact, Heimerdinger's doing it by running around here to try to take the drill. Hermes is going to head off and intercept. Or just run over to the refinery. And he's a bit worried he's going to take it, but he's not going to worry about it because he's got Priscilla's blessing. And Pantheon's not worried about it because he's worried about the 3 champions over here. And so Heimerdinger, because he's hiding right here, isn't doing much for his team. If he actually ran down here, he would have been able to take the drill. Instead, Rammus is able to get this for free. And we're able to take a 3 cap on them. I'd say Heimerdinger's action right here lost him the game. I really don't know if we're going to win or lose. I think we're going to win. Just because we have a 3-2-2 cap. They have 4 champions up here. They're going to take this point. We don't own the windmill, so that's not going to do anything for them. And we're going to go ahead and take this back, since minions did, in fact, neutralize this point eventually. Well, this point still isn't taken, so they certainly have. Now they have a 2-point advantage on us, and it's going to go back to a 1-point advantage. A little bit of a delay there. And it looks like... Man's commentary is bad for this game. I'm so sorry. Looks like good old me is going to kill Jana. So, she's dead. I'm dead. I can kill him. Hero. Nope. Gonna cause a tiny bit of poison damage to both of them. Slow them down a little bit. And grant Skyfall. Boom. Oh, well. Did hit him in the middle, so it didn't get enough damage. Although I am kind of tempted, since Pantheon's W does respectable damage. And now that Skyfall has a better landing, it's easier to land on people. I want to see what an AP Pantheon would do as far as landing on people, Wing, and then basically 2-hit killing people. On Dominion, of course. Meanwhile, I'm of course running over here to try to take the windmill, but Heimerdinger is coming up to meet me. He's going to get that speed buff before I even start channeling. I'm not going to get this neutralized in time. But, ooh, with those minions I am. Although Gangplank's ultimate says no. So, Gangplank's ultimate's going to kill all the minions. I'm not going to get the kill, and I'm in fact going to die to Heimerdinger. Although he could die to the poison. Nope. That poison expired a tiny bit too early. So instead, it's going to be a Rammus versus a Brand. You see Heimerdinger popping his ultimate a little bit too early. And Jax is going to go ahead and make some QQ statement about Rammus needing to come bottom, but he can't because Brand is chasing him to the drill where he dies. And more people die. So let's get 3 champions over here. And you can see that things are looking a little bit dire for us. As we are now losing 64 to 65 and counting down, with them having 3 points to our 0. This is a pretty amazing comeback for them.
You have been slain.
Although,
The enemy has
Pantheon's wanting to come around. I do apologize for my voice and all of that issues.
An enemy has been slain.
Pantheon does want to ambush somebody. Where did he go? Alright, he did Skyfall to the windmill, so he's going to go ahead and take that, while Jax and Remus do go ahead and take this point. It looks like he has been interrupted by Nocturne. The turret fire, Gameplank's ultimate, and Nocturne's ultimate were able to stop him from neutralizing it, a hair from neutralizing it. And this will leave them with a 4 cap. We are unable to do anything, fairly powerless. I do not see us winning this. I do apologize for them. And oh my, 64 to 9. Counting down. We've got the double kill. John is coming in though, she just needs a tornado. Tornado's charging her up, and that will be a good game. Jax is of course going to go ahead and say in caps, such a bad team in all chat, and so that will be a defeat. I do apologize for saying apologize so much in this game and all of that, and if you like what you see, in any case, be sure to subscribe. This is Observious, signing out.